This step will ensure that the U.S. banking system continues to perform its vital roles of protecting deposits. Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. Breaking news that just came out on the SVB collapse. Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell, and the Feds have stepped in. I want to give a quick update on what's happened. This has major implications for the entire economy, for everyone who has any money in the bank, which I assume is all of you watching. So I wanted to share this tonight, Sunday evening, so as many people see this as possible tonight before Monday morning. As you may know, at Skip, we help hundreds of thousands of small business owners, and a lot of them, a lot of you, are at smaller banks, regional banks, and some of you even at SVB. We put this poll up yesterday. 4% of you use SVB, but the major concern here over the weekend was not just SVB and the almost $200 billion that is uninsured, but was about the broader impact. Would this be another Lehman Brothers moment that could set off cascading effects like we saw in 2008? So this headline just happened. Fed rolls out emergency measures to prevent banking crisis after the SVB collapse. Depositors will have access to all of their money starting Monday, regulators say. Here's the joint statement by the Treasury, the Federal Reserve, and the FDIC. This came out less than an hour ago. Let me read it to you very quickly, then explain what it means. The following statement was released by the Secretary of the Treasury, Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve Board Chair Jerome Powell, and FDIC Chairman Martin Gruenberg. Today, we are taking decisive actions to protect the U.S. economy by strengthening public confidence in our banking system. This step will ensure that the U.S. banking system continues to perform its vital roles of protecting deposits and providing access to credit to households and businesses in a manner that promotes strong and sustainable economic growth. After receiving a recommendation from the boards of the FDIC and the Federal Reserve and consulting with the President, Secretary Yellen approves actions enabling the FDIC to complete its resolution of SVB, Santa Clara, California, in a manner that fully protects all depositors. Depositors will have access to all of their money starting Monday, March 13th. No losses associated with the resolution of Silicon Valley Bank will be borne by the taxpayer. That's hugely important here. I'm not going to get into all the math here to demonstrate that, but that's one of the most important statements, that this is not a bailout, not even close. We are also announcing a similar systemic risk exception for Signature Bank, New York, which was closed earlier today as well. In fact, about an hour ago. All depositors of this institution as well will be made whole. As with the resolution of Silicon Valley Bank, no losses will be borne by the taxpayer. So in both of these cases, SVB and Signature Bank, depositors will be made whole and no losses will be borne by the taxpayer. Let me wrap here. Shareholders and certain unsecured debt holders will not be protected. Senior management has also been removed. Any losses to the deposit insurance fund to support uninsured depositors will be recovered by a special assessment on banks as required by law. Finally, the Federal Reserve Board on Sunday announced it will make available additional funding to eligible depository institutions to help assure banks have the ability to meet the needs of all their depositors. And this final piece here, which is the reason why they've taken such important and decisive action today, Sunday, before banks open on Monday, the U.S. banking system remains resilient and on a solid foundation, in large part due to reforms that were made after the financial crisis that ensured better safeguards for the banking industry. Those reforms, combined with today's actions, demonstrate our commitment to take the necessary steps to ensure that depositors' savings remain safe. So there you go. That's the Fed's plan. Would love to know what you think about this in the comments. Please tell me below. We're going to be covering this more all week. Be sure you're following us not only here, but on our other channels as well. All links to follow us elsewhere are below. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.